This is R2D Tech and we're back again with another video today about the new MacBook Air, so stay tuned. In terms of design, nothing much has really changed from last year. You still get the same chassis, everything looks almost identical. It would have been really nice to see Apple make just a few changes to maybe change things up a bit, but they didn't. However, it's not the visible changes that make this machine special. Probably the most exciting change Apple has made is the keyboard. They've changed from the butterfly mechanism to the scissor mechanism from a few years back. Now, we've seen some reliability issues with the butterfly mechanisms for ages now, and it's really nice to see Apple is actually addressing them. The butterfly mechanism was just uncomfortable to type on, and obviously the durability was questionable. Now, the new keyboard with the scissor mechanism, which they're calling the Magic Keyboard, was introduced on the 16-inch MacBook Pro, and it feels really good to type on. It's pretty much the same feel as you got on the 2015 MacBook Pros and MacBook Airs. I should mention that it's still not as good to type on as something like a ThinkPad. However, they probably have the best keyboards on the market right now. Some more changes that Apple have made have been in the specs. So we've seen that Apple have actually given a quad-core option this year, which is quite good to see. They're finally catching up with their competitors. We saw last year on the MacBook Air that they were only offering a dual-core processor. So it's good to see that they're addressing that as well. You can opt for up to 16 gigs of RAM with 512 gigs of storage. Other than that, the specs are pretty much the same as last year. You get the same screen resolution and the same screen size. It would have been nice to see maybe a 14-inch screen, or at least the bezel shrinking slightly. However, that screen does look really good as usual on all Apple laptops. You do also get an incredibly good trackpad. We've seen that with Apple for the past few years. They always do really good trackpads. It's really smooth, the gestures work incredibly well in macOS. For security, you do get a fingerprint scanner, which is really reliable and works with Apple Pay if you want. The last exciting change Apple has made is with the price. They've reduced the base model price to £999, and for that price you get 8 gigs of RAM, 256 gigs of storage, and a dual-core processor. Now, that's not as cheap as competitors' laptops with the same specs. However, you have to take into account the Apple tax. You're getting incredible build quality, and if you have an iPhone, you might want to make use of the Apple ecosystem. Overall, the changes that Apple have made have been really good. I think you're getting more for your money this year. Hopefully next year we'll see some more changes in terms of the overall design. However, it's an incredible laptop. That's it from this video. If you liked the video, please press the thumbs up button. If you loved it, please consider subscribing.